Hello, honorable members of the clan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's early hours of the morning and my voice is a little groggy, but this is not what we're talking about here. Let's talk about Floyd Shivambu. Floyd Shivambu is calling what you would call, or at least what I will call, a national convention like the one that was held in 2008 in Santon Convention Center, where the birth of Congress of the People happened. Remember back in 2008? Yeah, December of 2008, 16 December 2008, Cope was born. This is a political party that I spent 15 years of my life shouting on top of my voice about the current state of affairs. Yeah, foresaw it back then. Like, wait a minute, if we are not going to prevent some few things as the people of South Africa, and I strongly believed that we could have saved a lot, or at least a great portion of South Africa. And nobody listened. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, Congress of the People was a party that almost every South African wanted out of parliament, like adamant. And y'all succeeded. Congratulations. Despite everything, and I am going to say it on behalf of COPE, they told you so. Congress of the People told you so. I'm not campaigning for them. I'm no longer part of that because, the typical ANC mentality never left most of them, ever. It's something that I try fighting inside there myself. Like, why don't you just close this door and y'all go back to the ANC because nothing has changed, and clearly you have no interests of the people of South Africa either. So I stuck there for a while because I kept, I'm a person, I'm a Cancer. We are very loyal people. It's difficult to detach ourselves from something that we believed in. Okay, it's not about me. But I want to say it on behalf of COPE. They told you so. What is happening today? They warned you, South Africans, but you were adamant. So adamant to kick it out of parliament and out of the South African political landscape. Okay, fine, it's the past. Well, I think now they deserve it. But let's talk about Floyd Shivambu. Floyd Shivambu, seriously, honestly, I mean, you are a person, in fact, you're the last person to be doing this on so many levels. But let's talk about this one thing that seemingly people are going to forget because that's South African. The South African mind, I don't know how it's tuned. I'm looking at the so called whatever he had, young people that are in there. And those young people are not saying, hang on a minute, sir. Are you not one of the people implicated in that bank in Limpopo, where it was looted? Grandparents, some of whom were the household heads of their home because their children passed away either because of a disease or car accident or whatever the case might be, and left with their children, and they have to be parents all over again, take the little that they earn from government and put it aside so that these children will have a future in education. That money gone. And you are sitting there and you are listening to such a person. Yes, I understand. Innocent until proven guilty. That is the principle of our rule of law. I get that. But there is still no way that you would trust a person who is accused of not giving a rat's toe about you, your grandparents, and your future. I know he's implicated. He's not been to court yet and no judgment yet. So this is unconfirmed allegations. But still, they are too serious for me to even listen to him, let alone him calling an entire convention so that South Africans can say, yeah, we need another political party. And then he starts a political party. And we must forget about, you must understand how politicians think, especially the ones that are coming from the ANC. You got to use this. When he starts suppose he starts a political party, and the political party does very well, South Africans support it in great numbers. He wins the elections. Where do you think that investigation about that bank is going to go to? Right? And leopard does not change his spot as well. What do you think is going to happen to the coffers of the Republic of South Africa? Just like Cyril Ramaphosa taking the intelligence into his office, don't you think he will take the treasury into his office? Because he will want to have his little hand in there. I'm not saying that is what he's planning. I am just saying, what are the possibilities that is exactly what he would do? Because clearly, money is his thing. I mean, hello. He wears Gucci's. Once upon a time, when he was wearing the EFF uniform in Parliament, we saw him scop and donoring a journalist because the journalist was taking photos and videos. I know they got destroyed, so let's say it's speculation at this point. Allegedly, he was driving a Porsche and wearing Gucci, and he was changing so that the public doesn't see it and he's going to be seen by the journalist. Allegedly, he saw the journalist, ran after him, scop and donored him, took the SD card allegedly from him. And so we don't know exactly why it happened, but we do know that he scop and donored a journalist. That's all that we are aware of. Why? And I don't know, maybe the journalist as well was forced to sign an NDA. I don't know. But the point that I'm making here is the people of South Africa. If you are implicated in stealing and looting VBS Bank, where old people invested their monies so that their grandchildren have a future, what do you think happened to those grandparents? What do you think happened to those children? They can't go to school because they can't afford it. And I'm talking university here. Because that money was put there so that when dividends grow and then they take the money, they're able to pay their grandchildren's school fees, particularly tuition fees at university, textbook, and residence. Gone. Poof. Again, allegations. I'm not saying he did it, but because he is tainted. This is my belief about what a leader is to me. A leader to me, number one, you let the people first. For example, I'm going to give a very simple example. When you are, let's say you're in a gathering of some sort, and then comes a break time for food. You know what a leader does? Let everybody go first in line. You will still stand at the back. And if somebody comes because they're a little late and you're already standing there, you take them and put them in front of you. That's what a leader does. And then let everybody eat. Somebody is going to notice, hey, let's say I am the leader. Hey, Clantis hasn't eaten. And then somebody comes up to me and my question will be, as a leader, has everybody eaten? Did they get satisfied? And if you see somebody else come with an empty plate, you can see they've eaten, but they come with an empty plate for seconds, you still wait until the pots are dry. Everybody has eaten and you have not. That is a leader. You know where I learned that from? My mom. She secretly used to eat last. And we didn't realize, but I caught on it very, very quickly, that this woman, she lets us eat and then we go for seconds. And then when you're already at the pot and you're realizing there's one spoon left, but mom hasn't eaten, I started playing her games too. That was apparent. Like, let Amatwane Army, baby chicks of a chicken, eat first and have seconds. Let them go to bed full. I would rather starve. That is what a leader, I learned that is a leader. Our leaders, they're number one. They even have special waiters that come and serve them, wearing black and white and bow ties and looking no, guys. But this one is accused of stealing from the most vulnerable of our communities, that is the old people as well as the young people. So he allegedly hit both sides, kill the future and kill the source of these people's future. And you want to listen to him? Yes, I know. I'll say it again. Allegations, allegedly. But you need to use your brain. You still have to yeah, that's another thing as well that is making all of us ask questions about the justice system. Where are those that are implicated? We know some few are arrested. I think the CEO confessed or something like that, and he's serving some time in prison. But what about the others that were implicated? You can't tell me for so many years later they're still investigating. Investigating what? Because an ordinary South African, when they are implicated in a crime, they come and collect you. Uyophendula enkantolo, you will answer in court. So why these ones? It's just an implication. What's the difficulty? Who lost? That is why some people are having the bravado to do the things that they are doing. And they want us to forget. No, some of us will not forget, guys. You will forget if you want to. But you would, just like how Cope warned you, I'm going to now do the whole warning again. I hope this time I'm going to be heard. Or in case you're wondering, you can Google some of the articles that I've written to newspapers when I was still young. And yeah, Clantis Dumakude, I also go by Clantis Dumakude in some articles. Check those out. And you will see the things that I said there. I warned and I said, at least that you can do is just ask questions before you take an action. Now, young people are sitting in that hall listening to a questionable character who is calling for a national convention to determine whether South Africa needs a new political party. Somebody I was talking, I can't remember who I was speaking to. I think maybe it was Rati in the comment section regarding, no, it wasn't Rati. I can't remember who it was. We're talking about small parties popping up in South Africa. And I said, yeah, of course they are going to pop up because it's an opportunity for those smaller parties to gain positions of power. For example, if Floyd Shivambu does create a political party successfully and it gets the support it needs and gets 1 or 2 seats in the 2026 local government elections, and there is a small majority for the party that actually did pretty well but cannot uh, form a council without having have made a coalition with some other political parties, and Floyd Shivambu's party will be right there to say we are willing to negotiate with you, and then he's in. That's the position of power he's going to negotiate for, an MMC, probably a deputy mayor or something. What does that mean? Money is coming through and also some power. So a divided vision, inverted commas, votes. Yeah, a divided vision is conducive for these small pop-up parties because they have leverage should they get a seat or 2 or 3. Just 1 seat gives you a lot of power, a lot of negotiating power in politics. I can tell you that. I'm from Cope. Once upon a time, Cope was the Speaker of Johannesburg with just 1 seat. Speaker of the city of Johannesburg with just 1 seat. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? That is what they are fighting for, not for you. Again, let me use another example. You voted DA, you voted Action SA, you voted ANC, you voted COPE, you voted whoever is in the city of Johannesburg, those political parties. Tell me how many times have they changed the mayors? How many times have they changed the speakers? And did they consult you, the voter? I'll wait. Exactly. That's the whole purpose of these small pop-up parties. It's got nothing to do with you. They're going, who are you? Who do you think you are? Your job is one and one only, to stand in that long queue on voting day and vote for me. Damn it. I want to be fat and have a big belly like the, what do you call this cartoon that I loved? The Despicable or something like that. Despicable Me. That's how our politicians look like, from councillors all the way to the National Assembly. And you think that's a great idea, that we need another political party? Come on. Have you learned anything? Are you learning anything? Are you observing anything? Oh, let me be the one to tell you. I want to use a word, but I'm holding myself. They don't care about you. Floyd Shivambu doesn't care about you. He can call his political party whatever. I think I saw something like Mayibuye or something like that. You know, I used to think Floyd Shivambu is very smart. In fact, I still think he's very smart. I think he's intelligent, actually. But I've never heard of a term like a intelligent fool. I've seen a crazy fool before, like when you're so overeducated to a point where you're actually going crazy, and probably even crazy. And people are pointing like, yo, that guy has a PhD. You guys, you don't know. He's very smart. I don't know if you've come across such people. That's how I look at Floyd Shivambu today. But he is intelligent. He's, I don't know, is it too ambitious? I don't know what the problem is. But there is no way that any South African right in the head should believe anything he says. From ANC to and founder of the EFF, MK, now you are... In my world, it's called political prostitution. You don't know what exactly do you stand for. You are just jumping from one policy to the next, to the next, to the next. It's got nothing to do with people that you claim to care. It's about you and power. And of course, the money that comes with the power. That's what it's about. I am sorry. We don't need another political party in South Africa. No more talk shops. No more talk shops. No more new political parties either. And if you are going to support a new political party, again, you must remember, divided vision is what they thrive on. They don't care about you. It's divided vision. The more divided we are, the better for them, because that small little pocket of people they get on the ballot, it puts them in a position of power. Look what they're doing with your vote in the city of Joburg. Look what they're doing with your vote in the city of Tshwane. Yeah. It's like they're playing stock fair. Oh, okay, it's my turn now to earn. And then oh, it's now my turn to, and then they make fools of us by saying, hey, he's incompetent. Hey, this, and hey, that. Nah, my turn. It's my turn. And it's my turn. By the time we get to 2026, every political party would have had an opportunity to have a speaker as well as a mayor. And then when these people take these positions, guess who benefits when they reshuffle? I don't know what they call themselves, cabinet, the MMC, the mayoral council. Yeah, it's their own people. So that means there's going to be a whole new bunch of people who now have to start from scratch to try and service you. And I know it doesn't take overnight. It doesn't take overnight. It's going to take months before they can put together a plan that is going to service you. Now, this plan keeps changing and jumping and all this, everybody changing this, but there's never been an arrest. You hear accusations and you're like, but shouldn't there be arrest emanating from what you just said? Because it sounds to me A crime was committed by this mayor or that MMC. It's all stock file that they are playing with you. That is why in the 2026 elections, you need to choose a party. I'm telling you guys, you need to choose, like, we all need to agree that in the city of Johannesburg, this political party is one that we want in power. So that we don't see this tug of, not even tug of war, this stock fell that has been played with your votes. My vote included, because I voted Cope. And yeah, we were speaker. And then even in Twane as well, we were speaker as well. We almost became a mayor. What happened there was like, whoa. I was not surprised actually what happened. That's why old people need to stop running for office. Go and be with your grandchildren. They need you, they need their grandfather, they need their grandmother. You leave the country to the people that can see themselves in their leaders. Yeah, young people. Yeah, young people. Because, secondly, we are now in the 21st century and we are in a new industrial revolution that you have no understanding of whatsoever. The moment a person turns 55, that should be the last time. In fact, if you are approaching 55, forget it. Forget it. You are not eligible. And young people need to take that stance as well. These old people, they are about supplementing their pensions so that their children have a better life when they're no longer here. It's all about their families. It's all about their children. It's got nothing to do with you. Yes, Floyd Shivambu is young, but questionable. Too many stances. And then the one for me that takes the cup is the accusations of looting VBS Investment Bank. That's, for me, that takes the cup. Because what you should do as South Africans is to say, listen, you are tainted. And not once have you gone to court and said, I want to clear my name. Because you got political ambitions, clearly. And probably your political ambitions is the president of the country. We've had enough of people that are accused of crimes and then they take the epic office or apex office, sorry. Too many times. The current president was accused of marikana. People lost lives. Loved one lost breadwinners. And what do? We reward them with the apex office of the country. Are you serious? Andres Tatane, I remember we went to Fixburg and I was almost unalived by an ANC person because we were going there at his funeral because they wanted the funeral actually. Yeah, it was the funeral. They came to claim him, but he was a member of COPE. And yet, who killed him again? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And then you think they care about you. Seriously, if you do take up this offer by Floyd Shivambu, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm dumb, dumb, dumb. That's what you need to do. You are not thinking. You are forgetful. And you still want to return people who will not care about you for the next 5 years and the next 5 years and the next 5 years. And every time they open their mouth, you clap, yeah, comrade, ooh. Seriously. Guys, South Africans, I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't know what to tell y'all. Honestly speaking, I don't know what to tell y'all. But yeah, Floyd Shivambu, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna say good luck. I still have a lot of questions around you that I need answered, and you're not providing the answers. And there's no way that I will support this convention. We're already having a national dialogue. Ugh. But hey, do you, boo, I guess. And then, guys, I don't know what your thoughts are. Please put it in the comment section. And as Kuzanin, please let us warn each other. Let us look at each other with judgmental eye. Like, really? You went there for what? Crazy. You know, I would be extremely shocked if you actually filled in the membership form if that party started. Clearly, you're not listening about the divided vision. But we need to agree who we're going with in 2026, especially the city of Johannesburg, Tshwane, Ekurhuleni. Oh yeah, even Ekurhuleni as well. They are playing these little mind games with voters. Anyways, guys, I will leave it right here and we shall talk next time. Please do not leave the video without liking. Please just smash the like button for me. Thank you so much. And leave a comment. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.